Here we have a 2023 Corvette Z06. This one comes in the red mist metallic tint coat. And then we have the natural dip perforated leather interior. And the powertrain consists of the 5.5 liter flat plane crank naturally aspirated V8 engine, mated to the 8-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. And that gives us 670 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. And I believe this is going to be a pretty loaded out 3LT model with carbon fiber. But coming around the front end here, we get our LED headlamps on with LED daytime running lights. And I just love how much wider the Z06 looks as opposed to the regular C8. It just has a stance to it. And a lot of it has to do with these forged wheels I'm about to show you. So we get these gloss black 20-inch forged wheels, which look incredible on this car, especially in this red. We get passive keyless entry. Memory seat functions, just hit set and then hold the one you want to set to. Bose Performance Series sound system. We have power mirror controls here. We can turn those on and off and adjust with the dial. Then we have one-touch automatic up and down windows on both doors. Then we can power fold the mirrors. And we do have blind spot monitors in them. But I love the door trim here. Don't see an inch of plastic, and for this price point, I wouldn't want to. But power door lock controls are here. That's the passive door there. You just click that to open it, and then if you're ever locked in the vehicle or whatever, you lose power, you just pull this here. And then we can pop the front trunk here and the rear trunk there. Heads-up display controls are here. We do have a electronic parking brake, which you just push to engage, hit the brake, press it again to disengage. Gauge cluster brightness is here. Power tilt telescope steering wheel. And here we have our power driver's seat with 4-way power lumbar support. But just love this natural dipped interior. And we do get the T-top as well. And you can take that off and then click there, and then you can go topless. But fuel fillers here. Of course, you want to use premium with this kind of vehicle. That exhaust is crazy loud. Let's get a close-up of that. But here is the cargo space here in the back. And there's the engine. So pretty neat setup there. Can't wait to take it out on the road, see how it does. But we do get our LED tail lamps as well. Now as we come around to the front passenger side, we get that same adjustability for the seat. And I just love, again, you have your carbon fiber in here, just a great looking seat. And then your glove compartment, hit this button, and pretty good size storage for a sports car like this. But I want to give a huge shout out to Auto Collection in Murfreesboro. They have this one for sale. They just dropped the price, I think, about 20 grand. So a good time to get one. But I'll leave a link below to the vehicle as well as their entire inventory in the description below. And then here we have our window sticker. So we'll take a quick look at that. Y'all can pause anywhere you want to. So yeah, this one is a 3LZ. I think I said 3LT, so that's my bad. But this has just over, it'll have just under 30 miles once I'm done with the test drive. So a good example if you want to get one and don't feel like waiting or want to go get a new one and do all of that. Let's hop in the driver's seat here. So we do have a nice carbon fiber leather wrap steering wheel here, which looks great, feels great. Heat button is there. But over to the radio here, we get our AM, FM, XM radio, Bluetooth audio, and then we have that Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility as well. navigation system here. We can type in an address. You can use voice recognition as well. And then whatever you need to find, it'll give you suggestions as you start to type it in. And then we do have a Wi-Fi hotspot. Settings are here. So language, you can change that if you want to. Time and date to connect your phone, pretty easy. Add phone, go through the prompts, walks you right through it. And there is all of that there. And if you want to change your startup volume, you can do that as well. And then we do have our climate controls here. We get dual zone automatic climate controls, so you can set all of that there. Adjust fan speed, put the auto mode on, turn that off. Just adjust the fan speed, cut the whole system off if you want to, AC toggle. And it's a pretty easy system to use, very responsive. But if you want to just use the buttons, you have those all down here, and then you also have your heated cooled seats as well. And then you do get the performance data recorder, which you'll definitely want to have with something like this when you take it out on the track. Just make sure you have an SD card and all that. But we do have several different camera angles. As you can see, that's our curve view camera to make sure we don't curve the front. And then our backup camera there, different angles for that. And then volume, we can mute by clicking. And you can also put further apps on there if you want to when you're connected to Wi-Fi. But for the shifter, pretty easy. Press P for park, pull up here for reverse, press here for neutral, pull up here for drive, then you can go into the manual mode there. And then you do have traction control and your front camera toggle there. Touch of a button, you can turn that on. And then your drive mode, you can go through that and it'll show you at the bottom of the gauge cluster, you have Tour, My Mode, your snow mode there, and then Sport, Track. So pretty interesting. And then you can set up your Z mode over here as well. But cup holders are here. Center console cubby space, that's where your SD card is. And then you have a USB-C, USB-A, and an aux input. Then a wireless charging pad there. And then your rear camera mirror, you can toggle that on and off. OnStar buttons, hazards are there. And then your universal garage door transmitter is right up there. Let's take a quick look at these mirrors. Now back to the steering wheel. Blinkers are here. Those are your low beams, corners, auto, and you can turn that auto mode on and off. And then you can flash your high beams, turn those on and off there, and then flash here. And then over here you have your windshield wiper control. So you have one time, then intermittent, low, high, and then your intermittent you can adjust here. And then pull up for that front wiper fluid. And then your cruise control. You can set all of that, and then you can go through your track list, your radio station presets here, and your favorites. And then your volume controls are down here. Voice recognition, that's a Bluetooth mute button, and then you can use this scroll bar and these arrows to go through that gauge cluster there. And then carbon fiber paddle shifters. And I love this heads-up display, look at that. Nice and clear. It doesn't flash like that again, that's my camera, but very easy to see, and I like that. But there's the push button start. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start. And now to the fun part. Let's go ahead and take this Z06 out on the road for a quick test drive.